The governor of California, Jerry Brown, has just signed a new tax increase taking the price-based excise gas tax from $0.10 a gallon to $0.50 a gallon. The saddest thing of this new legislation is that Brown and his ultra-liberal legislature doesn't pay 1 cent for the gasoline that they use. They actually get free gas. They gave it to themselves in 2008, so the crazy gas tax they just passed does not affect them. They probably are going to spend it on left-wing pet projects. Here are the details on the gas tax increase. Existing, the base excise tax is 18 cents a gallon. A price-based excise tax is currently set at 9.8 cents a gallon, for a total rate of 27.8 cents a gallon. November 1, 2017, the base excise tax will increase to 30 cents a gallon. July 1, 2019, the price-based excise tax will reset to 17.3 cents a gallon, about half a cent more than the rate the Brown administration projects will be in effect by then anyway. The 47.3-cent combined excise tax in effect July 1, 2019 will be adjusted for inflation beginning July 1, 2020. California is unique in giving legislators free rein on transportation spending, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures. In most other states, lawmakers must submit the same kind of mileage expense forms used by companies to reimburse employees for their business travel. You have to prove what you're using it for, said Morgan Cullen, a Denver-based researcher for the bipartisan national organization. On top of free gas, California lawmakers also get state-issued vehicles, another perk that most states avoid. California is in debt $1.3 trillion. That means every citizen in California is in debt almost $33,000. That is, unless you just move out. This represents a significant debt burden even by international standards. Not included are billions of dollars in deferred maintenance and upgrades to California's infrastructure. To the extent California's government has not maintained investment in infrastructure maintenance, it has passed this cost on to future generations who will have to issue additional debt to pay for this expense. So Sacramento is working hard to get every way it can to find more cash to spend. California will have an estimated $52 billion more cash to help cover the state's transportation needs for the next decade. But we know it is not going to be spent well. There's always a whole lot of waste, fraud and abuse in Sacramento spending. Like free gas and automobiles for the lawmakers, the gasoline tax increase sets ambitious objectives, as they say. That will not happen. The money will be spent on left-wing pet projects. California lawmakers are famous for passing legislation which they exempt themselves from. They voted 28-8 to exempt themselves from the gun control legislation that applies to the remainder of the California. You think maybe this can cause Californians to grow up?